Hi, this is Anil from Learning Lad with a video tutorial on C programming. So in this tutorial we're gonna see the storage classes in C. So when we create a variable in our programs, what we were doing is we were specifying the data type first. For example, if you are gonna create an integer variable, then we're gonna write int, which is the data type, then the variable name. But there is one more thing that we need to specify, which is the storage class. The storage class is going to specify where exactly this variable will be stored, which means whether in the stack or whether in the registers, CPU registers. What's going to be the initial value, and what's going to be the scope of this variable, which means in which function we can access this variable, and also what is the life of this variable, how long this variable is gonna exist. So you may ask, like, okay, in the previous examples or in the previous tutorials we were not using the storage class, and the compiler didn't give us any error. That's because the default storage class will be used if you don't specify it, and the default storage class is the automatic storage class. So now we're gonna see what are the storage classes in C, and and how we can use them. So there are 4 storage classes in C. One is called automatic storage class, which we're gonna see in this tutorial, and then the register storage class, then the static storage class, and the external storage class. The next thing is how to specify the storage class with a variable. So before writing the data type of the variable, we need to specify the storage class. So in this tutorial I'm going to explain how to use this auto storage class, what's going to be the initial value, where this variable will be stored, and also how long this variable is available, and what's the scope of this variable. If you want to assign the automatic storage class to your variable, then you need to use the keyword auto just before you write the data type. So you can see here in this example, so auto int x. So when we use the storage class as auto, the variable will be stored in the memory, and the initial value of this variable will be a garbage value, and the scope, this variable x, is local to the block where it has defined. So you can see here in this example I have defined this variable inside this main function. Actually, when we talk about the blocks, it's nothing but the cluster of cores between 2 curly braces. So here if I can write these 2 curly braces here and here, so this variable int x is available. So this variable x is available within this block, so you can't access this variable outside this block. So as I told you before, this the variable with the automatic storage class is local to the block in which it is defined. So this is a block of code, and this x variable is available only within this block. So the next thing is, what's going to be the life of this variable? It means how long this variable is going to exist. So this variable x is going to exist till the control remains within this block. So once the control comes out of this block, the variable x will not be existing, it will be deleted. So now we're going to see that by writing a program. So now I'm going to use the printf function to get the default initial value. So I'm going to write %d, then I'm going to refer the variable x. So I'm going to save this, execute, compile, and run. So I can see here some garbage value is stored in this variable x. The next thing I told is that this variable x is local to this block. So the space between 2 curly braces. So if I refer this variable x outside this block, it will not be available. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy this one and paste it after this block. So make a note that we are referring that variable outside the block. Now it should give us an error. So you can see here and x is undeclared. That's because this variable x is not available in this block, so it's only available here only. Okay, this is it about the automatic storage class. In next tutorial we're gonna talk about the register storage class in detail. So that's it guys, thank you for watching and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next tutorial.